previously.
It's a fight right now between Barry and Brandon.
I think he was shocked at the speed of the competition.
Just looking at Brandon's lines,
Max, fight right.
almost got scared. I'm like freaking going.
Brandon is winning right now by 30 seconds.
I don't know that I'm willing to go that hard.
Travis has lost 4 friends doing the crazy stuff that he does every day. It's like gambling. You can only bet so much.
It's yeah, it's I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now.
And now,
I haven't experienced a lot of championships outside of North America, but New Zealand certainly has to be one of the best. These fast-flowing roads, kind of on the edge of these hillsides with ocean view, and like it's just like there's be a massive cliff on one side and then this big mountain on the other side.
And these stages aren't very forgiving. They're fast, they're tricky, and that's why we're here.
this is Launch Control.
To be a champion level driver, you need to be driving all the time. For Brandon, getting him in the car and getting him out there to see more roads and go have fun doing other things, I think is important to his overall growth. You could say that about Travis in the early days. He was out doing everything. And I think that's a huge part of these drivers, ascending the ladder, is staying really busy, doing things that challenge them, growing their skills in all things.
3 hours south of Christchurch, Dunedin is home to the Otago Rally. If the beautiful vistas aren't reason enough to make the trip, the sweeping gravel roads and rally heritage complete the calling card.
The opportunity to go to Otago Rally just came up. It was kind of last minute, but it seemed like a good opportunity just to go smash around on some iconic New Zealand roads.
Brandon and Keaton joined the event as celebrity invitees.
If I had had this opportunity at any point in my career, I would absolutely jump on it. So just to be here, experience the event is amazing. I haven't experienced a lot of championships outside of North America. And just kind of cram this into my schedule, it's totally worth it.
Adaption will be the name of the game, with a new car, new roads, and new team.
It's exciting to be here in Dunedin. We've been calling it a rally vacation. But so far it's been a lot of work still. We managed to get a brief test. Definitely took a minute to kind of get to grips with the car. It's just, busier hands. You don't have the quick steering rack. Even though it's slower, it almost feels like you're more on the edge than the fast car.
It's in the classic four-wheel drive class here because the GC8 Subaru goes right back to the 90s. And we've got the 3-litre Outback engine, as it's called here. Brandon made a small suspension adjustment and that was to his liking. Maybe there might be a few small adjustments to go, but he'll adapt to it very quickly.
We're here, we're at rally start right now in the Octagon of Dunedin, and it's cool to see so many rally enthusiasts. Definitely a culture that lives and breathes rally, and it'll be nice to drive through the arch and get this thing going.
All the cars here are ready for the ceremonial start. It's going to be a great event and it's great for the fans to come out and see the cars and see what the event's all about.
While the focus is on enjoying the rally here in New Zealand, attention is drawn back home to North America by some worrisome news.
We heard some mumblings of Travis maybe not wanting to show up at the next event, which just bummed me out, to be honest. We had this awesome trip planned. It kind of put a damper on things because obviously I'm still focused on going back after New Zealand, and Olympus is the next rally and it's one of my favorites. I want Travis there as competition.
So when you head home?
Right after this. Yeah, we go back to, there's another rally the weekend we get home, right. So. Kind of double header and cool. Yeah, but we'll be fresh out of the car, so it's not so bad. Yeah, it was just a bummer. I was, obviously I can understand his position if he needs to take time for himself, but it's kind of one of those ones I didn't want to hear.
When Travis made the decision, he called me, and it was a very, we had a strange phone call one night, and that's when he said, look, I'm done.
I love driving, but I am not willing to do what it's going to take to beat Semenuk.
Honestly, as soon as he said to me he was out, I was the one that pulled him from the car. You're responsible for somebody else's life next to you, in your own and your family. If you're not confident you can do the job, you're done. That's the way it works.
I need to figure out how to get my body healthy so I can sleep through the night, and I need to take out a couple things, and I need to be able to be there for my family.
And it was a shock to all of us. What was more shocking was the fact that he let it out on social media within about 24 hours.
Hey rally fans, truly apologize, but I will not be racing the Olympus Rally this weekend. Injuries have finally won.
Nobody was prepared for what was going to happen or what our answer was to everybody.
I'm taking a step back, but I apologize to Subaru, Vermont Sports Car, Yokohama, all the fans. Hope you understand. And I want to figure out how to get my body back working so I can live the rest of my life and life well lived.
I don't know how comfortable he would be with sharing this stuff. My gut feeling is, because this is how I would have reacted coming in to Brandon being so fast. That would have hit me pretty hard.
Like, just my wife's like, let's just not push yourself to where we've seen a lot of our friends push, and it's like you need to take a break.
Right now my priority is my family and my health. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back. See you soon.
Travis's current state of health stems back to his base jump incident during filming for a Gymkhana video in 2022.
Since I hurt my hip, I haven't been the same.
When Travis fell out of the sky and got whipped into the ground at 40, 50 miles an hour, and this is coming from Travis, his life flashed before his eyes. I've got kids at home, I've got a wife at home. It almost didn't work out. And so he's had a lot of reflecting lately. And I think we're gonna see some changes pretty soon in what it is Travis does with his life.
8 months after his fall, Travis and the world would learn of the sudden passing of longtime friend Ken Block.
The loss of Ken Block to the rally community was substantial.
You know, this is so good to get one of these here, because this guy over here usually takes all these, but this time he's got a second place.
Congratulations, finally did it.
Finally did it.
One of Ken's close friends and most serious competitors is Travis.
Their friendship and rivalry went back to the early 2000s as teammates on the Subaru factory team. They would go on to be two of the biggest names in motorsport. The rally community watched as they grew within the sport and beyond.
The pair of Subaru Motorsports USA versus Ken Block versus the world. That rivalry is what drives racing. It's what drives me, it's what drives competition. And pick a side, pick a team, it's gonna be a good battle.
Ken Block and Alex Gelsomino.
Travis took it very hard. He played a major role in Ken's family and supporting Ken's family through that.
I remember going out there and just doing everything I could to hold my emotions to myself and to try to be strong for the family.
I think it was the first time he got to see close up the repercussions of the lifestyle they live.
I haven't seen a family that's dealt with such a situation with as much strength as the Blocks have, and I hope to always be here to help in any way, shape, or form, whether that's racing or whether that's life. It's something that will never be replaced, and there's no way to make up for Ken not being here. Not for them, not for the sport, not for the sponsors, not for anything.
I think when Ken passed, it gave a lot of people different perspective on things and how you look at things. Where am I at? And where's my family? And what am I doing?
My oldest is, she's 10, but she's 10 going on 15, and she still wants to hang out with me. She wants to be around, and I don't want to mess this up. I only have one chance.
1 minute late. 2 actually, 6:42. Morning.
Rally day.
Really early.
Setting rumours aside, it's time to rally in New Zealand. A top-level athlete will always strive to win, but sometimes a little restraint is required.
The idea was to go there, experience all the roads, have fun, hopefully get into a battle with some of the locals.
These stages aren't very forgiving, but they're the best stages in the world for a reason. They're fast, they're tricky, and it's why we're here.
Even though it's not a factory car, just to be here, experience the event is amazing.
This is stage 1.
You're going into the rally, like, how do I note this? How do you approach this? What's the driving technique?
3, 2, 1.
go 6 left long, right over 105, turn 1 left plus before orange. 4 right down, keeps tightening long 3 minus at junction.
The unique characteristics of New Zealand's roads require some learning. Deep, cambered corners and an unfamiliar car, including being right-hand drive, and they've got their hands full. Building their experience so publicly isn't always comfortable. Then they face their first setback.
See, latest 3 right minus. Sharp.
I feel like there's something weird going on in the front of the car.
Puncture maybe? Yeah, I'm going to have to change this. Yeah. It's not going to be a quick change, so it is what it is. See, latest 3 right minus. Sharp.
I feel like there's something weird going on in the front of the car.
Puncture maybe? Yeah, I'm going to have to change this.
Yeah. First loop we had a slow leak. There's lots of like hambers and ruts in the road naturally, just typical New Zealand, and I think we were just a little too low on pressure, and we were basically burping the tire, and we had to pull over and fix that, so that kind of puts us out of the battle at this point.
Semenuk and Williams will suffer 2 flat tyres in the leg, dropping them well down the order.
You know, he's done a lot of Group N rallying in the past and the Canadian Championship and that, so it'll be just like old times for him, I think. And he's got such a big name and, you know, a big champion in the sport, so we've got no worries at all.
2 left plus, keep back. 2 right minus, opens long, keep stick. Left over 70 kings.
Jumping in the car we had was very different. It's just trying to like go from this, you know, open class car to this car that's it's pretty much a production car.
Short 25, hook 3 left, narrows out bad.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not really about the times though. It's just about Brandon going out, experiencing what are undoubtedly the very best rally roads in the world.
Braking 25, turn 2 left onto narrow bridge over finish.
But when things are working well, they are fast.
2 right, okay. There we go.
In the rhythm, out of the rhythm. It's hard to just know what the car wants to do. It's so unpredictable.
They just have to remember why they are here. On a rally vacation in a classic Subaru, they need to manage their expectations.
We wanted to come here and just enjoy this amazing event, but obviously once you get into it, you're like, oh, we're not that far off the times, like, you know, and you want to kind of get your nose in the battle and things like that, but puncture kind of slowed us down there.
Well, you've got a fair understanding of why people rave about these stages, why drivers seem to enjoy them so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we drove them in Recce and they looked like great roads, but it's such a different experience when you're racing and you're in that mindset.
You know, Brandon Semenuk's a superstar. Comparing his ability and where he's at with drivers who know these roads incredibly well, he should be proud of his performance today.
There were some moments we were just laughing in the car. It felt like we were back in the 90s in a Group A car, just smashing about.
To go out in these hills in a rally car and have some fun, you can tell he's enjoying himself. You can tell he's making the most of it.
Enjoying it, but hopefully tomorrow we can improve on some of our mistakes and just keep pushing on. Another early morning, day 2. Beautiful day though. A lot more tricky in areas, so something to be mindful of, but we're looking to improve on yesterday's efforts.
With a day of Kiwi roads behind them, Brandon and Keaton put the pieces together.
1, go 40, max 5 right.
Their times start to fall and a more consistent set of results emerge.
Max 5 right, keep over crest, 80.
With just a single stage remaining, the team has overcome much of the setbacks they suffered early on and are shooting for a class podium.
The lines he leaves on the road are amazing. It's great that he has pace, and like straight out of the blocks from shakedown to where we are today, he is just mega fast. He picked it up so fast.
Max 5 left over crest, keep very long.
Yesterday was a big learning curve and just trying to get to grips with the car and the roads and everything, but today it seems a little bit more seamless.
Hug 6 right, sudden 5 left minus. 60, keep 4 right, minus, long. 40.
Starting to get a bit more familiar with the car, and it was like one of my favorite parts of the rally so far.
3 right minus at post.
The line of the driver ahead of us had gone towards the bank, so we'd kind of like, we're following the same line, and I just thought we'd kind of tap the bank with the rear of the car.
Max maybe, up. Sorry.
Unfortunately, the last stage, Curry Bush, which is kind of like the infamous stage that always gets people, certainly got us.
Long over crest, sudden braking, 55, 2 left minus, back.
Third of the way into the stage. Really slow right-hander. One of these corners that you would never think to be a gotcha corner at all.
3 right minus at post.
The line of the driver ahead of us had gone towards the bank, and I just thought we'd kind of tap the bank with the rear of the car, but...
Max, maybe, up.
Sorry. I am so sorry.
Okay, let's
wow.
check it out.
It's not like an open class car where you've got the power to pull you out of those situations, and we just tapped it and it kind of just dragged the front in. It was a really, really stupid off, but it was enough to, you know, put us on our roof.
You know, I was kind of along for the ride. It was really hopeless, slow roll. It's on his roof, we hopped out, flipped it over, kept going.
It was just a challenging rally, and you know, someone was nice enough to lend us this car, and we were going there, and it was just about the experience, and I didn't want to like ball up the car.
Right to the right, right to the right, keep going. You've got a 5 left here. That's it, knock her off.
Sorry, mate. That was really stupid. That was the dumbest corner of them all.
The rally vacation Subaru makes it to the finish celebration a little worse for wear.
Almost 300 kilometers, we just managed to blow it in the last 10. You know, I enjoyed my time here regardless of the result at the end of the day, but we weren't really coming here to be competitive. We just wanted to come here and drive the roads and enjoy it, and we got through all 16 stages, all unique stages.
This is obviously a holiday for us. We're here to learn, we're here to experience the stages and the people and the rally culture, and we've done that, but next week it's back to work and kind of doing what we know best and keeping those wins coming.
I had a blast. I would honestly just go back just to hang out with those guys again, because it was a great time.
6 days and a 21-hour time difference, and the Olympus Rally is set to begin without Travis.
We're out here at the Olympus Rally. This is day 1, Parc Exposé. Great crowd, fantastic weather. I mean, a dry Olympus is an interesting one.
Tricky day, good stages, but Olympus roads are some of the best in North America, so trying to enjoy it the best we can. It's unfortunate to be here solo without Travis. He's obviously taking care of himself, which is also a good thing, but hopefully we'll have him back. To be honest, it did surprise me that Travis decided to skip Olympus.
If he could have his way, he'd probably go rallying every weekend. When it came up that, you know, his injuries would keep him from participating in Olympus and maybe even further, the response was, if he doesn't want to race, he shouldn't be racing. I mean, rally's a serious sport.
Olympus, for me, is one of my favorite events. It's so close to home, and I love the roads. Without Travis there, it just didn't feel the same.
Hey, I can say I'm here with Travis.
Trav, we miss you, but we've got you here still.
In the deep woods around Shelton, Washington, the rally cars are lining up and ready. Brandon's thoughts turned to strategy.
Attrition was something in the back of my head, where just being smart of like what stages to kind of try and push on and which stages we want to just try and find a good rhythm and just keep it a bit cleaner.
Now comfortably in their usual rally car, the pair click back into their rhythm.
Go 5 left, long, tightens max, 4 minus, flat right, max 6 left, through dip, right number 45, braking just for horizon crest, and cut 2 left.
When you've got competition, it's so easy to push and try and find that next level.
A top spec rally car doesn't work well until it's driven to its limits, so a delicate balance between caution and aggression must be struck. Despite the wide corner, they begin to run away with the lead through the opening day.
Classic, it started pissing down rain.
Right plus, ditch, carry 350.
But when you don't always have that competition, it's easy to get maybe complacent.
Short and sweet.
No, it's like, oh, it's gone. That's it.
End of day 1 here at Olympus Rally, and we're super comfortable sitting first.
We're in the lead, we had a really good day. There's one stage in particular that Travis always kicked our ass on.
Right over small crest. 70, 6 right over 195 down.
So that was one stage I spent a lot of energy trying to just get ready, like on the notes, and feel like I could be competitive on that stage against him.
I can't even remember when I last spectated, to be honest with you. I'm usually in the rally car and that's where I like being, but I'm still having fun.
Back carry. Flat right over crest. Tightens max 5+, very long. Continue.
I know Travis wasn't there, but in my head that whole time I was like, I put this effort in. I want to see like the results. I want to see that like I could have beat him.
What are you doing?
Today, Ree's behind the scenes, we are checking out Charlie's work.
My hammer job?
Thank you, Charlie.
So we pushed on that stage and that was like that little bit of motivation I needed.
Bit of a flat crest. Carry 220.
Stage 5.
Max 6 left long. And deep 5 right, cut long.
Well done. Nice weekend. Check. Done and literally dusted.
A runaway win for the defending champion. A welcome victory after a challenging Down Under rally vacation. Next time.
Definitely want to kind of see where we are against Brandon.
100. Yeah, maybe.
300.
Call on the radio. Next thing you know, it's a road rescue. Well, next thing you know, it's a DNF.
Oh, that sucks.
Ouch. Don't we have another driver?
Oh, we're gonna see what happens.
Travis has been beat up since the fall.
When I get in the car, I think I want to win.
Travis wanted to go racing.
What Project Midnight could be?
Making a full-blown monster.